Hey there, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we are zooming in on this one single, almost accidental moment in a laboratory that literally flipped our entire understanding of the universe upside down. I mean, we're talking about the exact day all the old physics textbooks just had to be tossed out the window and rewritten from scratch. Okay, let's dive into this. What actually happens when two completely different worlds suddenly collide? Just imagine looking at the universe and thinking, you've got all the laws of physics neatly categorized into these tidy little boxes, only to realize you were entirely wrong. That is exactly the kind of tension we're exploring today when we look at the scientific era right before Hans Christian Ørsted came along. Looking right at our foundational text here, you can see it outlines a massive paradigm shift in science. Right at the top, it asks the ultimate question: why was this discovery so revolutionary? Well, to really grasp the sheer magnitude of this revolution, we first got to understand the before. We need to take a really close look at how scientists viewed the fundamental forces of nature prior to this defining breakthrough. Section 1. The Fragmented Scientific World. Think about how early scientific disciplines operated back then. It was an intensely fragmented world. As our source clearly notes, electricity and magnetism were treated as completely 100% separate phenomena. On one side, you had electricity, right? Sparks, static, lightning. And then on the other, you had magnetism, with its lodestones and compasses. To the researchers of the day, these forces just existed in a total vacuum. They were completely blind to one another. Section 2. The Ørsted Revolution. Enter Hans Christian Ørsted. He steps up and completely shatters that divided worldview. And this brilliantly illustrates his breakthrough. Just look at this incredibly elegant formula from the text. You've got electricity with a double-sided arrow pointing directly to magnetism. He essentially took those two isolated boxes and just smashed them together. They aren't separate anymore. A change in one intrinsically affects the other. I mean, this simple little arrow literally represents an absolute earthquake in physics. Section 3. The Inspired Successors. You see, Ørsted's realization wasn't the final chapter at all. It was actually the crucial first domino. It set off this truly epic scientific relay race. Step 1, André-Marie Ampère, took Ørsted's initial spark and just ran with it. Then, he passed the baton to Step 2, Michael Faraday. Now, Faraday was a self-taught genius who famously lacked formal mathematical training, but he completely deepened our understanding anyway. And finally, the baton was handed to Step 3, James Clerk Maxwell, who came in and tied the whole shebang up with his beautiful, elegant math. Each one of these legendary figures stood directly on the shoulders of the person right before them. Section 4. The Complete Theory. So, the crucial point is, where did all this incredible inspiration and scientific relay racing actually lead us? Well, it led directly here, to electromagnetism, which the text defines as the complete theory that eventually resulted from the connected work of these inspired scientists. It isn't just some long, intimidating scientific word, right? It is the ultimate unification. It's the absolute concrete proof that those disconnected boxes from the before Ørsted era were just a total illusion. This complete, beautiful theory is the direct result of sequentially connected minds building on one initial, totally revolutionary discovery. Which brings us to a really fascinating question to wrap up this explainer. If combining two seemingly separate fields, electricity and magnetism, so fundamentally revolutionized science and essentially built our entire modern world, well, what separate phenomena today are just waiting for their own Ørsted? I mean, what are we currently studying in complete isolation right now, blindly unaware that they're really just two sides of the very same coin? Definitely keep that in mind the next time you look at the fragmented parts of our world. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep exploring.